on YouTube? It's your boy Sam from Team SamRax1 here. Happy Friday! Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. In today's video, for those of you who do not watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! Remote Duel Invitational Finals, I got you guys the goo. I got you guys the spiciest finals match between me versus Dakota Angeloff in the Remote Duel Yu-Gi-Oh! Invitational Finals that Konami hosted the past 2 weeks. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. A lot of you guys saw my dinosaur deck profile. I was wondering, Sam, where do you watch the finals match? So today I got you guys on the awesome finals match between me versus Cody Angeloff. If you guys want to see the whole event coverage live here on YouTube, I'll leave the direct links to day 1 and day 2 in the description box below for you guys to check out. For those of you here on the channel for the very first time, consider hitting the subscribe button. Make sure you guys turn on this. Nice. And as always, don't forget to break, uppercut, elbow. That thumbs up button will be absolutely amazing. Anyways, this was an awesome experience for me to take part of in the Konami Remote Duel Invitational. It was super duper fun. Remote Duels is amazing. It is fantastic. Just a really fun way for us to play Yu-Gi-Oh! During this whole pandemic thingy. Once this pandemic is over, I can't wait to just play Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. And I miss this game so much. And Remote Duels makes me so much happier because we're actually able to play our cards and just experience what dueling is all about. And remember to support your local OTS stores and play Remote Duels. It is absolutely amazing. If any local OTS stores are actually hosting Remote Duels, make sure you guys comment your links down below. I would love to come into your Remote Duel tournaments, local OTS stores, no matter where you are, and actually take you down. Anyways, let me know whichever local is hosting OTS Remote Duels, and I'll be happy to take part in that. Alright guys, you know what? I won't waste any more of your time. Without further ado, let's get started with the finals match between me and Dakota Angeloff. Let's find out who becomes the new true king of games. Alright guys, let's begin.
Sam, he kept it going. He's 5-0. He defeated Cameron Neal once again in our first semifinal of the morning. And in the other one, Jesse Cotton looked like he was in complete control in duel number 3 until Cody Angeloff flipped Red Reboot, shut down all his traps, and defeated him to make the finals.
Yeah, some incredible back and forth action, but now there are only 2 duelists left. Drum, what are they going to be playing for?
Well, in addition to the all prizes that they've already won, the exclusive Remote Duel game mats, mini mats, etc., the winner will get both an exclusive Remote Duel Invitational plaque and the title of this weekend's King of Games.
Yep, some incredible prizes there for the players, but I think it's really just the title that they're vying for, right? We haven't had any Yu-Gi-Oh! Competition in so long. Just the chance to get another win under your belt is awesome, especially in this sort of specialized tournament. Very unique event, right? We've never done anything like this, and it seems like it's going well so far. It's been awesome to watch.
Yeah, I've had a great weekend thus far. It's, you know, being able to see games, but also good games with some of the best players around. It's really a treat, and I hope everyone at home is enjoying it as well.
Yes, definitely. That last match was one of my favorites, but I think this one might just be even better than that. We're going to head to the finals now with Sam against Dakota. We've seen Sam take down the Adamantipator deck a couple times here, so will he be able to do it for a third time?
I'll be honest, I don't like Adamantipator's chances against Sam. He's just been crushing them throughout the weekend, and I don't think he's going to stop. Like, it took everything Cody had to get through Jesse, and he just barely did it. He had to draw the limited card and have Jesse have nothing, like not have Fleur-de-Lis or anything like that as well. He just barely made it. He went down to the last card in his hand, the Block Dragon, and had to send that to the graveyard for a meaningless negation with Forbidden Droplet just to reload. So, after that, you gotta figure, well, either you can do anything, or you might be outmatched in the finals, but we'll see.
Yeah, it really showcases just the power of a card like Block Dragon, but this time around, Sam's going to start. He uses Pot of Extravagance, gets an extra card into his hand, and then is going to activate Fossil Dig to grab Baby Ceresaurus, which means he likely already has the Anadorn the Archosaur.
Yep,
and there it is.
Activating it. It resolves successfully. Baby Ceresaurus is destroyed, the pill is added to the hand. We'll see if Ceresaurus is able to resolve as well, or if Cody has something to say about it.
Do you think there's a reason that the dinosaur deck is able to perform so well for Sam against the Adamancipator matchup?
Really, it's that all of those monsters are irrelevant before Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. As long as you get 2 dinosaurs in the graveyard, you can have as many negations as you want, and it doesn't matter, because special summoning the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno doesn't start a chain. And it's huge. It can just attack through everything, even a max power Apollosa. So there's, like, the only thing it can't block, or can't defeat in battle, is a Borreload Savage Dragon that's equipped with something. So once you get that out of the way, all you gotta do is drop the dragon, and Adamancipator's board is smashed.
Got it. Well, it looks like Sam is thinking about what sequence he's going to come up with, what kind of board he wants to end with against the Adamancipator deck. Dolka seems like a great option to have, getting you 2 monster negations. Seems very strong against Adamancipator. He's going to follow this up with Miscellaneous Source, banishing it and another monster from his graveyard, a dinosaur specifically, so that he can special summon Baby Saurus from his deck.
And one other note, the Adamancipators often will end with IP Masquerena as well. All you have to do is essentially fake going into the battle phase.
Got it. Oh, it looks like he actually got...
That threatens it.
That makes sense. It looks like he actually got Petite Pterodon instead here, which means he might want to get a Prankratops from his deck. Yep. Yeah, one very cool interaction, we're not going to see it here, is that you can Miscellaneous Source out the Petite Pterodon, and then the Miscellaneous Source's effect will destroy the monster it's summoned during the end phase. So then if you leave the Petite Pterodon out, you can actually just get the Prankratops without needing an additional enabler.
Possibly, yes. Oh, it's a cut, right?
Yeah, I'll just do a different face unless you draw.
And go with Pill?
Yeah.
Banish.
Dust.
Ooh.
Oh, looks like he might have messed up there. I think...
Judge? I don't have a... I have to, Judge, I have to link away the Link Karibo to be able to resolve this.
You don't have one in hand?
No, like, I don't have a non-dinosaur that's in my hand. Judge?
Looks like a legal activation of Evolution Pill there, thinking that he could have banished the monster from his field.
Yes.
Yeah, it's from hand or graveyard. It's not field. So I can't resolve it. Yeah, so I have to do a certain line of play to be able to resolve.
Getting clarification from the judge exactly what he needs to do here.
Yes. Yeah. No.
Basically asking him if he had any prior penalties for this.
Sorry. My bad, Cody. My bad, brother.
No, you're all good.
Good sportsmanship from the players, though. They're just here to have some fun.
No. So I'll banish the Link and also Giant Rex in my hand. Tyranno.
Alright, he's got the Tyranno out there. Tyranno is really good even when you're going first in this deck, because you can use it to flip down your opponent's monsters before they can make a Link Summon or Synchro Summon. And the Giant Rex that comes back from being banished is the perfect thing.
Oh, this is banished.
Yeah,
And I will keep this together.
We'll see if he wants to keep it face up or if he's going to make a rank 4 with those monsters.
I have 3 cards in my hand still.
Oh, even better, he's going to get the Dolka as well. Because he can destroy any monster.
Lagia.
Is it hand or field?
Your turn, Cody. And which is the cut?
can you cut and then 5?
Yep.
Looks like he's going to choose Lagia instead of the Dolka.
Interesting, block the summon. Could also hit a spell card, like an Unexpected Die, or the Tactics talent that Cody's been using to destroy everybody.
Yep, you're good.
Unexpected die.
Unexpected die is fine. You're good.
He allows it. That one's fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's got the tuner, Angel Trumpeter. Don't believe there is a rock normal tuner monster, otherwise you'd use that. But there is an earth.
That's cool. You have the beta in hand too? Yeah, bro. You're Gucci, bro. You're Gucci. You're good.
That's a little rough having the beta in hand.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, luckily
Beta
Link
is
Spider lets him
pretty
accelerate it onto the
dark.
field, which is nice. Still hasn't used his normal summon.
Okay. You're blessed. You're good.
Good. Okay.
You're good, my friend.
All right, those two are then going to be combined to form
Sure.
Nightmare Cerberus. We'll see if that affects.
Summon is fine. Cost.
I'm gonna put it under the arrow from the Nightmare Phoenix.
Yeah, so you can draw a card.
Oh, this
Yep.
is yes.
Sounds like Sam made a mistake.
Yeah, definitely.
There's no way that you let this through. But it looks like you let the summon go.
Sure.
Okay, how do you want me to
Oh no.
I'm going to draw.
Yep, he
just
screwed
cut it in
up.
half.
He asked for a cost
Are you?
instead of negating the summon.
It's
Yeah.
co-linked to the Phoenix as well.
Yep. I know.
So he gets the
draw.
extra draw.
Yep, you're good.
And negating the summon would have been, because now it gets the co-linked effect as well.
Yes,
Cards in
it's pretty big.
Sure.
Sam's demeanor changed pretty quickly right there after realizing the error he made, but the big part of Yu-Gi-Oh, big part about competing, you got to make sure you don't get too tilted off of a mistake. Salvage the situation as best as you can. Still has games to play.
Unicorn target.
Ultimate.
I'm gonna chain
Targets
this.
the Conductor Tyranno. Ah, chains Miscellaneous Horse. Okay, well, that's the first step to recovery, in this case, is keeping that Conductor Tyranno on the field.
I like
Ooh.
it. And I will.
Sure.
Well, what's the wording on miscellaneous?
It's unaffected by. So is during the end of main phase, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. During this main phase, dinosaur type monster controls are unaffected by your opponent activate effects. So talents will not work.
Yeah. I'm thinking which one.
Sure.
So he cannot steal them with the change part effect, but he's still got Forceful Sentry or Pot of Greed.
Use the effect.
Sure.
If all else fails, draw 2. Cody's hand has been a little bizarre, so maybe those 2 cards can help out a little bit. Don't see the unexpected die with one of the normal monsters too often.
Response.
Doki Doki is the normal summon. Now
See
the
if
cards in
Sam wants
hand
to-
for Cody
Cards in hand.
are important here.
You have 3 Earths for block, right? Okay. Yeah, you have 3 Earths engraved.
I have 4.
Words. Okay, I'm gonna pop the Doki.
Gonna prevent him from using its effect.
I will banish.
Get it off the field with Pankratops.
Response.
Gigantes is gonna come down next, banishing the Doki Doki.
He's thinking hard about this one.
Thank you.
Be 2 cards left in hand after that. It really revolves on whether or not he has Block Dragon.
Block Dragon. Damn, you got blocker sick. Ugh. Sorry.
He's thinking about using his conductor here or not, I would assume.
You have 4 arts, right?
I now have. Well, no, I still have 4. Yeah. That's all.
Your normal Doki, Gigantus. 2 cards in hand. Sorry, give me 1 second.
First you run the numbers, then you figure out the lines of play if he does have the Block Dragon.
Yeah, I'll pop Phoenix. Pop the Gigantus. Yes. So, okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, my bad. I'm so sorry.
And he probably picked up a warning there for slow play.
Sorry, my bad, Cody.
No, you're good. What do you have banished and what's in your free?
So banish, I have Miss and Baby and 6 of my extravagance. In grave, I have a full grave. Giant Rex, Misk, Hank.
And you have 2 cards in hand?
2 cards in hand, yes.
Checking the extra deck. Got 1 more special summon. You have the Block Dragon.
3 for block. Cody? No way. Oh my god. Yo, my heart is skipping a beat right now, man. Okay. Alright, I'm drawing for turn.
And
A
he
lot of back and
passes
forth right there.
that. My
Yeah.
goodness.
No, it's
So Sam makes an error earlier in the turn, but gets out of it. We'll see if he can convert that into a win.
Exactly. Having his conductor already face up on the field is definitely a big deal. It's a lot of attack.
Want some Ovi?
He's got Lost World.
Like Ovi.
Oh, and Overraptor.
Lost World. So
Oh.
Lost World, Chainlink 2, or Raptor, Chainlink 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, he's got the token from Lost World, the Jura Egg token.
Looks like he might just switch another copy of something conductor. Doesn't seem like a bad choice. It's just a lot of attack. He wants to end the game right now.
You have to end it right now. If he doesn't have Block Dragon, you can't let him get to it. Especially if you were watching the last round, and it was basically all he had left. It turned nothing into a win.
I have 1 card in hand. I'm gonna search. Sorry, I'm just thinking on Toronto search. Okay, yeah, I'll search Toronto. I already did it.
Your nerves might be getting to Sam a little bit here.
Incredibly high pressure situation.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, something that Cody's very, very used to. But for Sam, this is probably the first time he's got to something this serious.
I will.
Even though remote duel is just a lot of fun in general, it's hard not to be a little nervous here, especially after making a couple of mistakes.
So he's likely going to try to get that Pankratops back.
Baby effect. A miss. Oh, my bad.
Oh, I see. He's destroying the Baby Ceratosaurus from his deck instead. Get Miscellaneousaurus.
Yes.
I'm trying to calculate damage. 3k. 3.
Doing some quick maths. Seeing if he can end the duel right here.
And checking his extra deck to see what's left after Extravagance as well.
Yep.
He still has the Miscellaneousaurus graveyard effect to use. I believe he's got one in the graveyard from last turn.
He does, and he still has the Oh no, he doesn't actually. Never mind. He used the Overraptor's effect already, right?
Sorry, let me think.
Yes.
It's got Giant Rex in graveyard along with
cards in hand,
the Miscellaneous Saurus.
Anything in your hand, right?
He says he's just gonna go for it. Let's see it.
Sometimes that's the best option. You can overthink yourself into making a subpar move.
Correct.
Yep. He's just gonna banish the Overraptor and Rex. Summon Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Oh! Nibiru comes down, wipes the field.
All right, pause. Okay, you guys are probably wondering why I overextended with that Giant Rex. To be honest, I didn't even know. I didn't even count my summons. And my number one thought process on display is that who the heck mains deck Nibiru? That's all I was just thinking about. Who the heck main decks Nibiru? So I just thought about it like, you know what? This would have been pretty cool. It would have been, you know, for style points or whatever, to just summon a bunch of dinosaurs and try to attack for game. But definitely this was a misplay on my end because you guys saw I got Nibiru'd 4-5. And also at the same time, a lot of you guys are wondering, Sam, why didn't you make Dolka before? Let me tell you guys right now, Dolka was banished every single time I use Extravagance. I play 2 Dolkas in my deck. Every time I activate Extravagance, it just got banished. So it was pretty sad. So that's why I always made Lagia. I would always make Dolka, by the way. I would really make Lagia, and that's why I didn't go Dolka, because Extravagance banished all my Dolka. So yeah, misplay on my end. I should have never summoned Giant Rex. I should have just attacked for game, but I don't know what the heck my head was thinking, but definitely a misplay on my end on this part.
Jeez. Is that enough summons? It is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I knew it.
Oh man.
Yep.
And
The
it only
biggest
takes
rock of them all.
It only takes face-up monsters as well. So Gigantes stays.
Man.
So what's the attack of this token? Does it a defense?
If you attack me with it, I die.
It's not a small number.
If you attack me with that, I die.
It's about 10,800, I think.
Gigantes is gone too, right?
No, it doesn't get rid of set cards.
No, it does not get rid of set cards.
For real?
Also, I'll put the token in front of this one. In defense.
Its defense is pretty considerable as well.
Okay. By the way, your token's at 15,000.
15,000. How
That's
about?
You have all the defense stats.
And the defense is not nearly as impressive as that.
Definitely not.
One card in hand.
And it's something that I cannot attack. Pretty much it.
And the thing I'm wondering is, was it really necessary to make the 5th
Oh man,
summon
yeah,
there?
that's definitely a misplay on my end. Not searching a misc. It was a greedy play on my end.
Yeah,
I never knew you made that.
I think there's a few things he could have done too. Like he could have just summoned Dolka, right? Like before.
Yeah. Yeah, when he had Miscellaneous Saurus and Overraptor there, yeah, he could have summoned Dolka.
Yeah.
Unless he banished them all with
right.
Pot of Extravagance.
That could be true. That could be true. I don't know if he did or not. That could be why, actually. So it looks like Mystic Mind is going to replace Lost World, and that's going to end Sam's turn.
That might be... I don't know if Cody can do anything about that if he has main deck removal for it.
You don't have any cards on it?
No cards in hand. Yep.
He doesn't. There are no main deck cards in his deck that are not... that can get rid of it that aren't monsters. So he's got to get his monster count down. Maybe linking away Nibiru and Gigantes to get down to 1 monster each to get that self-destruct. This is the advantage to Mystic Mind, is if you know we're going into a field with a lot of 30-plus monster decks that aren't going to run any spell and trap removal in their main deck, you can steal a lot of game 1s this way.
Definitely.
If they have fewer cards left in their deck than you do.
Yes. It looks like Sam probably went through more cards than Cody did, though.
Yeah, and I think Cody's playing more to begin with. This plan might not work out as well as Sam would like. Alright, they've got equal monsters now. So Cody can use monster effects again.
And we'll see what he chooses to do next. I like that Cody and Jesse had so many star layers in their deck. It's awesome to look at, especially the IP Masquerade. That's one of my favorites.
Yep, I was trying to check to see how many collector rare gammas there were going around, since it's been kind of the card of the tournament.
Yeah, that one's a little harder for me sometimes to recognize, I think.
There's a Tenny Spirit at Hara.
And we're about the 8K, right?
Yeah, both 8K.
I will do my turn.
Okay, my down dice.
During the end phase, Mystic Mine is gone.
Drop turn.
But he still has this huge token.
Yeah, and that's Hauka Fibrax.
Banish
So
one.
Cody is going to be able to bring a defender out here.
4 for miss.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's just a matter of, can Sam get a different attacker on the field that can take care of both Hauka Fibrax and whatever it brings out? And I think if he gets Martial Metal Marcher, does it not bring a friend with it?
I believe it does when it's summoned.
think?
It will grab him a tuner.
Oh, sorry. Well, Ovi summons and then Giant Rex comes. And then Giant Rex, and then Ovi will trigger.
Sam needs Monster Effect Negation, something to stop one of those two. Or he needs another Ultimate Conductor Tyranno that can just punch through everything.
Sorry, boss.
It's Animador and Archosaur.
So he's activated one Extravagance so far, so he should... yeah, that's so hard depending on what he banished.
Yeah, you might just get unlucky and lose both Dopelas, or all three Dopelas, depending on how many you play.
Yeah.
Martial Metal Marcher's defenses.
20.
Oh, he already...
Yeah, so he knows what's up in terms of Cody's
Yeah.
defensive play here.
Now Cody's looking through his graveyard, because I feel like sometimes when you have a play like that, right, you don't want to look
if
through
I
your
tap
graveyard
this
because
game,
it kind of like tells
It's at 15,000 on the back.
what your next
15K.
plan is.
Okay. And
It's not a small number.
And what's the 10 you guys? Can I see your graveyard? Cody, sorry, can I see your graveyard? So,
Yeah, so he's got a defender in there.
Archer can revive back any level 4 or lower,
Any tuner.
any tuner. And what's Angel? So the tuner you have is only 10 Yi and Angel Trumpeteer, right?
I have a line.
And O-line? Oh, so it can revive back O-line as well.
Any tuner.
Yeah, that's a lot of defense off of the Hauka Fibrax effect.
Yep.
And I think he can't possibly have Dolka,
Normal
or he would have
summon.
played it already, right?
I think so. I feel like that's the read you have to make at this point.
Active Oraptor, pop Animadorn. Summon Tyranno, and it comes in defense. I will enter battle phase. Haka Fireback's at 15. attack with Raptor.
I'll use the
Sure.
Actually, fuck.
That's fine.
Gonna grab O-line from his graveyard.
O-line.
1,000 defense on that one.
It's a token.
Okay. And I'll attack with Giant Rex on Marcher. He gains 200 for each banished dinosaurs.
Yep.
I'll attack over Marcher. And this I'll attack over the token. Yeah.
How many dinosaurs are banished?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So it'll gain. So it's at 3,200.
Okay.
No problem.
Not a small number. Can't attack directly though, Giant Rex.
Yes.
Nothing else. I'll overlay these two.
Got another Lagia, perhaps.
Lagia.
Yep.
This looks pretty strong.
Your turn.
With the interruption from Conductor and Lagia. 2 points of disruption.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if Cody can do anything about this without Block Dragon. He doesn't get it. He
That
does
was an
not get
intense
it.
game 1. Jeez.
And Sam manages to pull that one out of the fire after making a crucial error with his first Lagia, not negating the summon of the Nightmare Monster. Comes back to win it in a fierce one. Man, these finals are really living up to the billing so far.
Yeah, and Sam continuing on his record, just being able to destroy a Adamancipator deck one after another with his dinosaurs.
It was a
Impressive
very
to
good
see.
call for this event. Very good call for this event.
Yeah, super cool deck.
I can't help but
Super
wonder
fun
how
to
he would
watch.
fare against Jesse, though, in the Eldritch deck. I feel like that one might be a little bit tricky for him, because it's got so many non-monster things. Like monsters, you can just chew those up and spit them out, between Dolka being able to negate 2 as opposed to Lagia's just 1. It's a detach for both materials.
Yeah,
I feel like he kind of dodged a bullet here with Cody getting out of that semifinal.
Could be true. Could be true. I think we mentioned yesterday, we were talking a little bit about, the difference between like aggro and combo, right? Like where the Gren Maju Danger deck was a very strong representation of aggro, which is kind of rare. I feel like dinosaurs, even though they're very combo centric and that, they have a lot of interesting sequences, they do kind of play a little bit like an aggressive deck, right? Because you can just summon these huge dinosaurs, which probably is what gives them the edge over the combo strategies. Because the combo strategies don't have as many. Yep.
Sorry, I was going to say the combo in Dinosaurs is I play a bunch of big monsters and smash you. Like, that's the combo. It's basically aggro.
Yeah, so it's super cool to see, and we're seeing why it's so good against, the combo-centric decks. Not having, trap cards to interact the way the Eldritch deck does probably gives him a better matchup here than it would have against Jesse for sure.
Yeah, he can always go second as well. Like, there's no lag time on any of his cards. So he's fine going first or second, and might even choose to have his opponent go first. Like in, I believe he did that in the semifinal, right? Or did he go first?
I believe he did choose for Cam to go first in one game. I think it was game 3 he chose for Cam to go first. So you're correct.
So
yes.
when you have that in your toolbox as well, where you don't really care so much who goes first, that's a very powerful thing when you aren't relying on dice rolls or anything that's out of your control.
Yes. Yeah, especially because you get to then build your deck accordingly right after side decking. I think that's a huge thing. Whereas your opponent doesn't really know whether they're going to be put first or second, so they have to keep in some going second cards. But, usually the core is what allows them to go first, but they're still not as optimized as your strategy is. So you're right, that dinosaur can excel at that.
I think that's how Cameron took that one game off Sam, was by making him go first when he was thinking he was going to go second in game 2. I think that's how he got him there, got him with a bunch of cards he couldn't play.
Yes, yep, definitely. It was an interesting set of matches. Even this one was incredible. I think Cody and Cam too, he's no slouch, but it really shows like how well he can play this deck. I really like that he's also playing the Supplier, right, which was something I don't think Cam was doing. I think that card's very strong. And so it's cool just to see that Emancipator is still doing so well.
Yep, and I love the way that Cody is playing his triple tactic talents. He's been using them essentially. So 5-Frame Gear Gamma has been the standout monster effect negator from the hand of this tournament. And Cody was one step ahead of that. He's using Tactics Talent to take the Frame Gear Gamma that's summoned from its resolution, and then use that as his tuner for Halka Fibrax. He's done it quite a few times, and it's been impressive to see the card played in that way.
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected that mode to be the go-to, I guess. But you're right that in this situation with
really slow as well.
with the Frame Gear Gamma, that
You're good.
getting an extra tuner so that you can easily summon Halka Fibrax is very nice to have.
And it looks like Cody has chosen for Sam to go first.
Yes. Sam is going to take a little bit of time to think over how he wants to proceed.
Now, he's been in this situation before in his previous semifinal match, and this time he just chooses to pass.
Yep.
That leaves cards like Infinite Impermanence open. Starts with an Analyzer.
No, I'm just holding. Good.
Sure, that's fine.
Reveal Seeker.
Yep.
Activate Analyzer real quick.
Yep.
So Analyzer into Seeker. Make sure he gets both monsters on the field before using their effects.
Yo, only against you, man. Only.
Oh my goodness. Total miss. Normally
will...
when you miss, you see some tuners, right?
Yeah, something.
And then he imperms the other one. 2 tuners.
I will reveal Researcher.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, and he's drawn all 3!
Activate Researcher effect.
Man.
Yep, you're good.
Uh-oh. Okay, he's got the supplier.
Special supplier.
Nice. All right, there we go.
He's got
We'll
this.
attempt
Get-
to supply or something.
Okay, let's go to the final game.
Okay. Alright.
Oh my god!
Yo, nice Pancratop stack. I bet you opened it too, didn't you? I bet you opened it too.
Some banter back and forth between the players there. Sam conceding very quickly after Cody being able to pull off an effect just to get him another monster on the field to show that he can go off with his combos. Sam
Yeah, that was
really
a-
happy to deal with what Cody was doing.
That was a crazy opening from Cody there. You almost never draw all 3 of the tuners in your opening hand. It's just something that you don't even think of being possible. So if you're Sam and you see the first one miss and you imperm the second one, your first thought is, oh, I got him. Not, oh, now he's got Researcher too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, awesome back and forth action. I didn't expect to see a duel go that quickly, but it's what happens. It's I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words just because of how fast it was. Yeah.
Like I guess he didn't have the didn't have anything to get Ultimate Conductor to run at that time. That's just a brutal one.
Anything. Yeah, his hand was probably just filled with going second cards, like you had mentioned before.
The sequence there is Seeker can be special summoned if you have an Emancipator monster, Researcher can be special summoned if you have a Rock monster. So if you're wondering how all 3 of the cards got on the field, that is what happened there. I can do a quick math. I'll do quick math for you. Let's find out how likely that one was. And Cody plays more than 40 cards. He plays 44. Let me just plug all this in. I got some handy-dandy tools for this sort of thing so that you don't have to do all the math manually when you're testing cards and trying to figure out how all that fits together. Let's see. 35. Not a small. That's not a big number. That's 1.8%. That's about the same odds as you'd get of banishing all 3 copies of the 3 of off of Pot of Desires. So, you know, if there's any time to get that, it's in the finals, isn't it?
Definitely. I mean, now it's just anyone's game. For a second there, it looked like Sam just was gonna, pull the rug from Cody, take it really quick, but now where he's pushing it to game 3, I'm so excited for this. It's going to be awesome.
It's really playing out a lot like that semifinal, isn't it? It's very, very similar.
Yes, definitely. So if history repeats itself, that means that Sam might be the winner after this. But I don't know. I can't count Cody out. I feel like I've seen him do amazing things at several tournaments. This guy's a real star-studded player. If there was anyone who I would, if there's anyone I would have picked other than Jesse for the tournament, it probably would have been Cody. So I'm excited to see that he's made it all the way to the finals. He's the one who took down Jesse. So we'll see if he can take down Sam as well.
Man, I can't wait for this last one to get started. I have no clue what's going to happen at this point. Anything is possible now.
Yep. I just want to think like what's the ideal first turn for Sam? If like what monsters is he trying to put up every time? It just has to be Dolka, right? Like that has to be the best extra deck monster that interacts with the Adamancipator deck, just because it's 2 points of interaction.
Yeah, it's one of the two.
Yeah, but isn't that rude, though?
Yeah, no, I think it's Dolka. I think Dolka's the better option most of the time.
Cody, bro, if you win, please go nuts, man. It will not be rude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But players giving each other permission to just pop off as they please if they win.
Fine,
all right, and he's again choosing to have Cody go first. He's got 2 tuners. Take a spin on Seeker.
Activate Seeker. You normal that, right? Oh, imperm that.
That gets hit with infinite impermanence.
Alpha.
Oh, Gamma.
That one gets Gamma. That gets Halka-Fibrax off the field. What else you got, Cody? You got Triple Tactics?
Just 2 cards left, right? Or no, 3 still in his hand?
3 still in hand. On both sides. And it seems like
you have 3.
It seems like he passed.
Which one they cut?
Just cut.
Okay. Draw.
He did pass.
I'm gonna go Extravagance on main phase.
Okay.
Banish. I'm gonna shuffle 6 on the top.
I'm gonna activate Extravagance, banish 6 cards from his extra deck so that I can draw 2 cards.
What the heck is this? Yes.
Look.
Yo, sir, my bad.
Judge is just making sure that his banished pals are all in the same place. Accidentally created a second one there.
Alright, Cody, I'm gonna go Lost World.
Okay.
With a normal Animadorn, Chainlink 2 Lost World, Chainlink 1 Animadorn.
Yep.
Pop this. Search the thing. The pill. Touch the pill, and Lost World will give you a token. Good?
Yeah.
Freebo. Gardner.
Link summons Link Karibo and then
So
immediately puts
how
in the
many summons
graveyard
is that?
for Security
the
Guard
blue
net.
counts as my summon as well, right? Like
Yeah.
like the Lost World summon. So 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to enter battle phase. I'm gonna attack with secure, and I'll use Lost Word to protect it.
What are Secure Garden as attack points?
Maybe.
I don't think I've seen it attack.
Effect baby. Ovi.
Gardeners aren't typically known for that. 1,000 attack.
1,000 attack, so down to 500 due to Lost World.
Good miss. I'll attack over the token. Ovi.
Majora Egg token is, however, 0. So 500 is enough.
He's going to clear it away with the Overraptor.
Yeah, I'm going to go back in. Attempt to go back in. Yes.
Experiencing a little bit of lag over on Sam's side. That is what that card in the center is. If you didn't know, that each of the players received a play or pause card for if technical issues or anything like that's happening. You go ahead and flip that card over to pause, and to just freeze play until everything is worked out. It's part of that swag bag they got.
Yeah, definitely going to be a cool keepsake for the event, that's for certain. But yeah, technical issues are bound to happen. It happens. But I'm excited to see who's going to win this game. Right now, it looks like Sam's in a pretty good lead with getting the Overraptor on the field. He's got miscellaneous sources in hand. He's probably going to discard that, maybe get a Baby source from his deck after using his effect. Pop off a little bit with Overraptor. But there's a good chance that Cody still has Nibiru in his hand. They could
that's
always
really
happen.
what
So
we're looking out for here.
Yeah.
Okay, so during this part, as you guys can see, the commentator is talking. The judges was actually on the headset asking me if I popped my Archosaur using Archosaur's ability to search double evolution pill. And to be honest, guys, it was an honest mistake. I did not know Archosaur cannot pop Archosaur. I thought Archosaur could pop any dinosaur monster. That's why I popped the Archosaur in my hand to search double evolution pill. But for this play specifically, I didn't really need Archosaur's effect because my main goal was to give my opponent a token so that way I can head into battle phase to trigger off Lost World's ability to pop my baby Ceratosaurus to get Overraptor during the battle phase. And that was my entire goal for this Archosaur play. It didn't really matter if I did not use Archosaur's ability. So what the judges did, they were talking to me on the headset at this part. It was definitely an illegal misplay on my end, and it was actually reversible. All I had to do was just add the Archosaur back to my hand and put the double evolution pill back into my deck. And that's why I did, had a mini pause over there because they told me that the play that I did was illegal, which I am sorry for. Definitely a mistake on my end, but yeah, they just reversed the play. They just made me put back the double evolution pill and put back the Archosaur in my hand, and the plays were just the exact same, minus the double evolution pill that's in my hand. It goes back to my deck, and the Archosaur that I popped from my hand to the graveyard, it will be returned to my hand. So the exact same plays would have been played, but without double evolution pill and popping the Archosaur that's in my hand. So just a little disclaimer there. That's what the judges were talking about in my headset. So my apologies for making that mistake. Anyways, back to the duel.
So depending on how many summons, well, yeah, there's already been at least, is it like 3 or 4? 4 probably? Maybe even 5.
It should be 5. It's 5 at this point after the Overraptor.
Yep. So that means that the Nibiru can just come out at any point, so he can't really make a Dolka if he still hasn't his extra deck because of the extravagance to really deal with it. So we'll just see. It's still anyone's game.
Yep. And a quick update on the odds. I forgot that Cody had gone second in the last game, so he draws 6 cards instead of 5, which increased his chances of opening the triple tuner hand to a whopping 3.2%. So I'm saying there's a chance.
That's over double the odds he told me last time. So
not quite. Not quite.
Pretty bad. What was it? It was 1.8 before?
1.8 versus 3.2.
Okay. I apologize. I thought we were at 1.6-ish or lower. But yeah, that's still incredible odds. Yep, still incredible odds. You have to get lucky with the combo decks like that. Sorry for running you off a couple times there. But yeah, I feel like... Yeah, with combo decks specifically, you got to play for the odds, right? Like you build your deck, you optimize it. Sometimes they play a little bit over 40 cards, but because they have so much redundancy and stuff like Doki Doki, Unexpected Die, all these enablers, that they're able to do it still without drawing their, the one-ups they're not really looking for, right? Like some of the normal monsters, for example. There's pros and cons to it.
Adamancipator is really, really rough in terms of the luck factor. You think, excavating 5 cards off the top of your deck to find a non-tuner rock, that's a lot of cards. But it's possible to miss a lot more than you think you might, especially if you need to prepare for other decks with cards like Cyframe Gear Gamma in your main deck. It's a case where the decks are so powerful that you can't really play, the Thunder Dragon Crusadia style combo decks, where it's, 40 special summons or 37 special summons and 3 Sekaz Light, and no defense whatsoever. Right now you have to have some kind of defense in your deck, because all these other decks are just incredibly powerful. And if you don't at least threaten some way to stop them from doing what they're going to do, you're going to get run over. So that reduces the chances of your Adamancipator tuners hitting something. So you got to be wary of this.
Yes, I think especially in games 2 and 3 as well. Adamancipator is one of those decks that's very monster heavy, right? So it doesn't play typically a lot of spells or traps, even with all these additional, non-rock monsters, like you mentioned, like Cyclone Gear Gamma. But then after side decking, you still have to keep in mind how many total monsters you have, because you might want to fit in cards like Dark Ruler No More, for example, or any of these powerful spells and traps that can break boards or maybe negate what your opponent's trying to do. So it's just really important to make sure you maintain that balance and your deck is still optimized to pull off all those combos going into games 2 and 3.
Yeah, and we saw that in game 2, where we thought for a moment that Cody was going to get roughed up a little bit by Misfortune when he flipped 5 spell and trap cards off the top of the deck with that one tuner that went through. And you saw the Dark Ruler No More, the Infinite Permanences, that sort of stuff coming in.
Yep, it's you have to roll the dice sometimes. Adamancipator is one of those decks that you're just going to keep rolling the dice, hoping you hit it. But you have so many good rocks in your deck at the same time, and so much redundancy in terms of combos. Like we'd mentioned before, with all these extenders, things that can just start it for you. Like even Doki Doki. Like Doki Doki is such an interesting, cool card. When you first read, you're like, oh, this could be good, but getting a card out of your hand to do it, maybe not the best. But even in this deck, it's just so powerful. It just opens up everything for you. And we talked a little bit about the inclusion of the Quakimerus, how strong Guardian is in protecting your combos from your opponent's interaction, like their own Cypher Gear Gamma or Nibiru or whatever it is. So just the fact that you also now have suppliers, more ways to extend, more ways to make your combo more resilient, and just having solid rock monsters. If there's anything rocks are, they're solid. So
yeah, I think Guardian in particular, I don't know that Adamancipator would be a viable deck if Quakimeru Guardian wasn't a card.
That's interesting. I think that is a very hot take, actually. I think the deck does get weaker, but I don't know if you could say that it still wouldn't be a deck. The deck is so cool. It's so strong.
All right, well, you go ahead and enter a tournament with 0 Guardians in your Adamancipator deck and see how far you get.
All right, well, I'll see what remote duel action I can get in on maybe after this.
So this is definitely...
And
I'll report back.
If you want to get in on remote duel and your OTS is offering it, they may also be offering free phone clamps that we've been sending them as well. And if your OTS hasn't started on Remote Duel yet, if you encourage them to do so, and they do start running Remote Duel events, they too can receive some free phone clamps to give out to people who need the equipment in order to participate.
It definitely makes it easier to get in some awesome dueling action even during times like these. Got to take advantage of it when you can.
That's right.
On this?
And it looks like
Miscellaneousaurus.
Yeah, the Miscellaneousaurus activation. Cody did have Nibiru.
How much attack will it have? 28?
So it will have 28 and 500 defense. So where would you like me to place it? Pardon?
Right here.
Here?
Yeah.
Making sure that token gets placed where he wants it to. Whoever summons Nibiru gets to choose where it is and in what position.
This. Putting on board. Banish this.
So you have Archo in hand, right? And 2 unknown.
Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go Banish Misk. Banish Petite. Yes. Some Petite.
Oh, so the issue we had right there was actually that Sam had accidentally used Archosaur and gotten rid of his other Archosaur, which is something that Archosaur cannot do. He received a minor penalty for that, but the game state was repairable.
No, it's coming in anywhere, but it cannot attack this turn. That's it.
So there you see the Miscellaneousaurus play you talked about earlier, where you can pull out Petite Pteranodon and then have it be destroyed in the end phase to grab that Pankratops.
Your turn, Cody.
Yeah, I think it's something very small that will come up occasionally, but it's still just so cool that you get to do that, and it allows you to be so flexible with what you do with your Miscellaneousaurus. Even if you don't use it for your combo, as long as you still have its effect active, you can just get rid of 2 to get the Petite, and then have another point of interaction during your opponent's turn.
Alright, so Nibiru is being weakened by Lost World here. It's at 2,500.
500 attack and defense that are not dinosaurs. If a normal monster would be destroyed, so including the token, I can protect it by destroying a baby from...
token.
Yes, I can, yes.
Yes, tokens are normal monsters, so Lost World can protect them. In fact, that's entirely how Lost World works. Summoning the token to your opponent's field and then protecting it. So yeah, right now Nibiru is smaller than Pankratops, so he can't go into the battle phase to try to force out the removal. Normal summons Tackle Crusader.
So, what does it do when it's sent to the graveyard?
I can vote.
Tackle Crusader, an all-star from the old Necros format.
Yes, definitely was. Something you could send off Mathematician and deal with, what was it? Oh, it's Necros of Colossalos. Anything that had been summoned using the Djinn. And it was a good way to do it because it wasn't a destruction effect, so it got around cards like Necros of Gungnir. That was actually one of the last formats I was able to compete in. I loved Necros so much. That deck was so much fun. I really wanted to see Bo do better as well because he had a Necros Dogmatica deck, which seemed very cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I like that list.
What's Tackle Crusader's attack?
Yeah, I'll definitely end up taking that into some remote duel stuff for sure. Just gotta dust off my old Necros cards.
Target. So, the Nip token defense is at 500 defense because it does. You only wait. Was there any monsters on your field? No, right?
No.
So you only got rid of Overraptor and Secure, so it's at 500 defense. So cost.
So Cerebral target, and tackle target also.
So Cerberus Chain Link 1. Right? Discard. The Cerberus Chain Link 1 target Pankratops, Chain Link 2 target Lost World. Okay, Chain Link 3 I'll tribute Pank to target my token. No. And then Chain Link 4 Lost World Protect token.
Pink only target.
No, only you can target your opponent cards. While your opponent controls
Pankratops. Pankratops is effect.
Oh, I am so... Okay, yeah, I'll target a server.
Another small error by Sam there. Sometimes,
Sorry.
I'm sure anything like that doesn't come up very often, how you'd want to be destroying your own cards with Pankratops, but easily repairable.
Okay.
Actually, that Lost World, while your opponent controls a token, they cannot control monsters on the field card effects. It caps tokens, so he was able to use the Cerberus on Pankratops, which normally you don't... Like, normally you're not able to because you got a token due to Lost World, but in this case he was able to.
Vanish.
Since he didn't have the token.
Understood.
Was that it, though?
Vanish.
Did he just pass
Looks
after
like
that?
it. I think so. I think he only has one card in hand.
Tyranno. Lost World effect. Give you a token. I'll put
That's
this
going to
in
protect
attack
him
mode.
from Gamma.
I will enter battle phase. I'll use the token to attack, and I'll protect it with Lost World.
Gonna declare an attack with the token on his opponent's token and then use the effect of Lost World.
Perfect.
Destroy the baby Ceratosaurus from his deck. Special summon Oviraptor. Oviraptor's effect will activate.
No, attack with Conductor. So he does first
And then a
damage.
direct attack with the Conductor after the
3,500 damage.
Oviraptor. It's a big chunk.
So first damage, he is at...
I'm at 45.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 summons thus far?
Main phase
No,
2.
3.
Yes. Main phase 2. Normal summon miss.
And then this will be the 5th summon. Tell me you've got a Dolka Sam. He's not. It's another Lagia.
Very good. I can negate that summon, right? Isn't it like a Cyber Dragon?
No, that's why I'm removing.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, the 10E work not like Cyber Dragon. You have to activate and resolve their effects to special summon if you have no effect monsters on the field.
Oh, Tyranno, book it.
It looks like this might be it.
That'll draw.
Activates the effect of Tyranno, destroys his monsters so he can set all of his opponent's monsters down.
And I'll give you a token as well.
Give his opponent a
No
token.
cards in hand.
No cards in hand.
2. That'll face
Double
per game.
Ultimate Conductor Tyranno.
Attack. Oh!
And he's able to send all of those away with Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, 3,000 attack points of damage apiece.
Good game.
And he clears that field out with 1 Conductor Tyranno, leaving the way open for everything else. Sam is your Remote Duel Invitational champion.
Yeah,
For this
incredible
weekend,
way to finish it out. Yeah, for this weekend. Yeah, he's the Remote Duel TCG King of Games. And yeah, incredible stuff. I think that if anyone looked at the total player invitational list, that not many would have picked Sam. You know, he has a lot of fans, but we had so many star-studded duels, but he really showed that he deserved the invitation, right? He took a deck that no one really expected. Clearly showed it as a great Adamantipator matchup, and worked his way through the bracket. Maybe got a little lucky on the way, you know, had some stumbles, but picked himself up, and he did it. He claimed the title.
Being able to recover from those mistakes in the first duel was really crucial to being able to win this one. If he lost that first duel, I don't know that we're having the same conversation right now.
Definitely not. Let's take a look again at that bracket really quick.
So Sam has stormed through the entire Remote Duel invitation, finishing a perfect 6-0. I believe he only dropped games in the Day 2 matches, but I'm not entirely certain on that. Meanwhile, on the other side, Cody Angeloff made it to the finals by defeating Jesse off a clutch red reboot in our second semifinal, setting up the finals of Sam versus Cody. And as you just saw, Sam was able to take Cody down in Duel 3 to win it all.
Yep, incredible set of games, incredible matches, incredible weekend just in general. I loved it. I was so excited to see some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Action. Any final thoughts from either of you guys?
Yeah, I was there watching the finals on the sideline, and what a final it was. Big congratulations to Sam, showing he's got what it takes to take on some of the best duelists in the world, walking away with the title King of Games. Huge congratulations to Sam.
I, too, would like to congratulate Sam on winning. And once again, I really encourage everybody out there who's watching this saying, yeah, that looks like fun. I really want to play. I really want to duel. Try out Remote Duel. Talk to your local OTS, see if they're offering it. If they're not, ask them to. We can help. We're sending out phone clamps to OTS stores that are doing Remote Duel to help set up people who don't have them and who need that equipment so that they can play the game they love.
Yep, I mean, I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who tuned in. Big thank you to our players. Big thank you to you guys for helping me out. break everything down. It's just been an incredible weekend. I had a great time. I'm sure everyone else did as well. Congratulations to Sam. I hope you all stay happy and healthy at home. Get your Yu-Gi-Oh on, as Jerome mentioned. You can remote duel. Contact your local official tournament stores. They can help you out. We're sending out those clamps for your phone to make it easier for everyone else. And that's about it. Have a good day.
All right, there you have it. Your boy became the true king of games. Thank you, Konami, for giving me the opportunity for this wonderful, wonderful experience. Again, guys, make sure you guys support your local OTS and play remote duels today. And remember, if any OTS stores is hosting remote duels, please let me know, because I would love to come hang out and just basically play in your local OTS, win some prizes, and just compete, you know, because I love to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So much, and especially getting to be able to touch my physical cards is just the best feeling ever. So yeah, your boy Team Samurai X1 is the king of games. Technically this year's national champion, because there's no national. There's also no world, so am I technically the world champion? Anyways, I really hope you guys just enjoyed this video. Cody, you're watching this video. Thank you so much for a great match. All the players that participate in the Remote Duels event, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. And it's an honor to be able to play with some of the top 16 best players in the world. A lot of people give me, you know, hate on this event because it's just a 16-man event. But imagine being in a room with 16 people, with Kobe Bryant, with Michael Jordan, with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, with Magic Johnson, the top best Yu-Gi-Oh players in the world, and you're telling me this tournament isn't official? I don't know what the heck you guys are on, but this tournament was by far one of the hardest tournaments I've ever competed in, and it's probably the scariest thing because these 16 players, except for, you know, Gage, these players aren't a joke, man. They're the top players in the world. So thank you so much for that opportunity, Konami. Thank you so much. I can't wait to get my trophy. It'll be super awesome to get that in hand. Anyways, that's pretty much this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful Friday, and it's your boy Sam from Team Star Sam signing out. All right, guys. Peace.
Time to